Hey yo, I'm back again with another video. I'm not as fast as I thought I'd be back, but faster than I'm normally back. Like, it hasn't been a whole year, it's only been a few weeks. So I mean, that's pretty good, right? I actually drew this stuff weeks ago. You can tell if you look up at the top left hand corner of the screen. Like, I was drawing this on like the 6th of July. And I had this footage for a minute, but I messed around and I caught COVID. And it had my voice sounding all jacked up. And I didn't want to record anything while I was sounding all crusty. And it took like 2 weeks for it to go away. And even though like I stopped having like bad symptoms the first week, my voice still sounded like mad crusty for like a full 2 weeks. So that's another thing. I might have been back sooner had it not been for that. But I mean, I'm here now. So what are we working on today? I feel like I should do an intro. Hi, if this is your first video from me somehow. Hello, my name is Tara, and I draw OCs, and I ramble while I put a speed paint in the background, and that's kind of all it is. You can chill and watch it, and or you can just kind of listen to me, but I don't know why you'd be watching this just to listen to me, because I don't be talking about none. But anyway, I digress. Today I'm showing you the process of making some new OCs, some very self-indulgent OCs. So we're not planning to do anything special with them right now. That could always change. We just wanted to make something. And if my last video was any indication, I had magical girls on the brain a lot recently, so I decided to make myself a magical girl OC. And to be fair, I have done this before. Like, I already have a set of magical girl OCs, but this one is different. Whereas my other magical girl OCs were more, I guess you could say, Sailor Moon inspired. This magical girl is more Cardcaptor Sakura inspired, because as of right now there's only one girl, and I don't even know if I want to make another one. If I do, she'll be like the rival bad guy magical girl. I don't have a lot of lore for her yet, but what I have so far right now is her name is Felicity. So little Felicity is going to school and minding her own business when a very cute yet mysterious boy transfers to her school out of nowhere. Eventually, Felicity decides that she's going to basically confess to him, because I don't know, she's just down bad like that. And her friend's like, oh, okay, girl, whatever. And right as she's getting ready to hand him the love letter with her confession in it, another girl walks up to him and leads him away. But as he's led away, he drops something from his backpack. And it looks like a little compact mirror, but it's really fancy and cutesy and glowy. And Felicity picks it up and she's like, why would a boy be carrying this around? This seems like something a girl would have. And she opens it to look inside, and a laser beam shoots out and shoots her in the forehead. And at first nothing happens, so she's like, okay, that was weird, but I guess I'll give this mirror thing back to Damien. The boy's name is Damien. You'll see him in a minute. And she goes home, and stuff starts happening to her. Like, a weird mark appears on her forehead, and she starts to see these creatures that are like terrorizing the townspeople in different ways. And eventually she realizes she can transform into a magical girl, and she has powers, and she doesn't know where these powers came from, but eventually she thinks back to the mirror, and she wants to ask Damien about what's going on, but she doesn't want him to think she's weird. So she just kind of keeps it to herself, and then just quietly lives her life as a magical girl for a little while. until she eventually talks to Damien about it, because the glaring issue is that every monster that she encounters is always ordering her to tell them where the princess is. And she's always like, what princess? What are you talking about? And she's also noticed that whenever a monster appears near the school, they always seem to be targeting Damien. And stuff kind of ensues from that. It's like a mystery. Like, where are these monsters coming from? Who's the princess? And how is Damien involved in all this? And how is magical girl Felicity gonna save the day? Designing these characters were really fun because, like I said, I was just really self-indulgent with them. So we didn't really care about being super unique. We didn't care about trying to do anything super original. It was just like, we just wanted to make some OCs with that Cardcaptor Sakura energy, but with our own personal spin on it, or personal aesthetics on it. So I'm black, so I'm like, well, I want some dark-skinned magical girls on boards, because why not? You know how, like, you go to the store during Christmas time, you look at the knickknacks, they have like a white Santa and a black Santa. Well, that's me today. So yeah, I just channeled energy that was the most aesthetically pleasing to me. The next thing I did after getting them both drawn out was design a magical girl outfit for Felicity, because you can't be a magical girl and not have a cute magical girl outfit. Like, duh. You can't buy crime if you ain't cute. I ran into trouble with this mainly because I couldn't decide between pink and yellow, but I knew I wanted it to be like a big poofy frilly Lolita dress type look. But I was trying very hard not to make it look too Cardcaptor Sakura-y, which is difficult because Cardcaptor Sakura got like 1,100,000 outfits, but we figured it out. And somehow we ended up with a flower motif, which is kind of where I always tend to end up. I try not to do it, or I tried not to do what I always do, but I did what I always did. But it looked cute, so who cares? I still haven't designed her like any magical girl items yet, and I still haven't designed like the compact mirror, which I need to make because that's kind of important. But I ended up making her this yellow version and then a pink variant. So she has two magical girl outfits right now, and I guess they switch depending on what power she's channeling. We'll figure it out. I also danced around giving her different eye colors depending on what outfit she's wearing. Like, maybe it changes, because I mean, I've seen that happen in other magical girl transformations. But I draw another picture after this of her and Damien together, and it's just like, I did not like how it looked with the different color eyes, so I ended up giving her like her regular brown eyes. So I don't know if it was just that drawing that made it not work, but we'll see. That's that speed paint will come right after this one in the same video. I have no idea how long this is gonna be. But yeah, they're cute. I hate drawing sheer, and yet I gave her sheer ribbons all over her outfit. Like, what was I thinking? Why do I do that to myself? Okay, so now we arrive at the big part, the big picture. Normally I would have probably used a 3D model as a base for this, but I really didn't feel like fooling with them, and a pose like this where the characters are interacting so closely would have took forever to set up, and I just was not feeling it. And honestly, I'm trying to get away from using 3D models so often. Not because I think it's bad to use them, because honestly I feel like my anatomy would not be where it is today had it not been for all the 3D models I draw over. Because I do think they help improve your art, but they can't. It can make your art stiff, and it can take time to set them up. And sometimes it would be easier to just draw stuff from scratch, and I'm trying to be less I don't want to say perfectionist, because I feel like that implies that I think my art is perfect. It's not. It's mad goofy in many ways, but I'm trying to be looser with my work and not be so, I don't know, just particular about everything, because I have so many ideas and like I feel like I don't have enough time to get them out going at the pace that I'm going. And then with social media being weird like it is, where it's like more and more they want you to post constantly only for them to not show it to your followers. I'm looking at you, Twitter, and I guess Instagram too, but whenever I post to Instagram, I always feel like I get like people see it, whereas when I post to Twitter, it's like the engagement has tanked so hard. And it's like, anybody got time to be spending hours on a picture for you to not show it to nobody? Because I ain't buying Twitter blue. Then I already said that don't even work. But yeah, I was like, well, if we could get out more pictures, we could at least, well, we could really address several problems at once. We could solve the problem of having so many ideas and not enough time to draw them. We can solve the idea. Did I say idea? We can solve the issue of me having more ideas than time to draw them. We can solve the issue of not having enough content to post on social media frequently. And what was the third issue? Oh, we can also solve the issue if I spend less time on drawings, my feelings won't be as hurt. If I post them and they get suppressed, I won't be as mad, because I'm like, oh, that only took me a little while to draw anyway. I don't care. Here, I got something else for you. Which is honestly what I used to be like back in the day when I was younger. I didn't put that much detail into my art. Like, I still tried to polish it, but I didn't put as much detail into my art, and I also had more free time, because all I had to worry about was like going to school. We weren't drawing to pay our bills or anything, and we didn't have a webtoon looming over us constantly. I am still working on that, by the way, but I've been doing a lot of stuff in between, trying to keep myself from burning out, because making characters and little stories to put them in is kind of my favorite thing to do when I draw. Like, it's why I draw. I like making characters and little stories to put them in. And what I normally do is I'll shuffle between multiple characters and stories. Like, oh, I'm going to draw from this story today. I'm going to draw from this story today. I'm going to spend the next 8 weeks drawing from this story. But then I'm going to spend the next 12 weeks drawing from this story. And I jump around and jump around and jump around. And since creating 23-4, I've kind of had to stop. And it's kind of, I think it's starting to get to me, because I can't like shift gears like I'm used to doing. I have to stay focused on this one thing all the time. And it's like, I'm getting bored. Not bored of 23-4, but it's like, dang, I hate to say that. I'm not bored of it. That's not the right word. It's just like, you want a break. Your favorite food might be pizza, but if you eat pizza every single day, 3 times a day, 7 days a week, you're gonna get sick of it. It's gonna make you sick. And that's kind of what I've been dealing with. So that's why, stuff like this is like extra fun now. And let you in a little secret. I actually have 2 more new OCs I made recently, like right after these. Only instead of it being magical girls, it's like a vampire and a vampire hunter, and hopefully I'll get that out as a video too. But real quick, to go back to talking about the drawing process. So with this drawing, I feel like I didn't really succeed in finding a quicker, simpler way to draw, which is what I was looking for. Like, I did cut some corners with the line work, but not enough for it to feel satisfying or like I was really changing anything. I was looser with the shading. I did let myself be slightly messier, but like I said, it wasn't in a meaningful way. So I'm still looking for a way to draw things without spending so much time on it, but at the same time not being dissatisfied. Like, I don't like when my drawings look really rough and sketchy. Like, I want them to have a level of neatness to them, but not be super duper neat. So in this particular picture, we were still erring a little too far on the side of neat. That I've been doing some drawings recently that are a little better at the sketchiness thing, but not quite. But overall, I really like how this drawing came out. The characters look super cute, and I definitely want to draw them again sometime. I definitely want to, and I'm gonna. It's just a matter of time. But yeah, we're drawing close to the end of the video because I goofed, and a big chunk of the shading process forgot to press record on the freaking thingy, so you don't see me shade the hair, but that's really all I shaded. I left everything else mostly flat and slapped some little brushes in the background. But yeah, overall super happy with how it turned out, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see y'all next time, okay? Y'all be blessed, all right? Bye bye.